YouTube, good morning. So today is a couple days after our return from our trip to Bali, and the day that we returned I took a trip to the BXon base and I purchased my new camera. It is a Sony DSC-HX80, and I've taken the past couple days to actually take the camera out to various locations, lighting settings, and places that will challenge the camera, and I've tested it out and I've come up with a general idea of my pros and cons and things that I like about the camera. So the first thing is, I'll start with the good things, but I love how this camera has a flip up screen. It's perfect. I can have my composure in the shot, not cut anything off, you know. You can even set the settings in the camera to where it doesn't start out with a full screen view of your area, and will actually show you what the movie setting of the actual camera will project as it's shooting your video. So that's a plus. Another plus is that this camera is very fantastic in low light. It still uses the autofocus superbly. I could hold up something really close to the camera in an autofocus. So I talked about the focus. It's fantastic. The camera, how you set up for your video and your composition, fantastic. The low light settings are superb. Nothing can be improved on them. They're just good. I have all my settings on auto, especially the ISO, because it takes too much time out of your day when you're shooting video to go in and change all the settings to where you want them, especially when I'm shooting video, because I go from light to dark, dark to light, moving, not moving, like inside a car, shooting outside of the car, stopping, getting out, and like all those different shots requires so many different tweaking of the settings, and I just keep everything auto for the time being. So this camera has 3 video settings. It has MP4, it has 2 other settings which I can't remember the actual acronym for them, but I've been shooting these past 2 days on one of the settings that has an extremely long acronym, but every time that I shoot in that and I go and edit it and try and post on YouTube, it doesn't want to post because it comes out as a W4V file, and anything that I've shot on my iPhone before, it just comes out as an MP4. Shot in MP4, edit MP4, post on MP4. The zoom on this is amazing. While we were out yesterday and we went to one of the Japanese thrift stores, I zoomed in on a dog that was probably from me to that shed back there and like 5 times that. So the actual dedicated viewfinder that's in the top left hand corner, it is totally worthless. If you're going for this camera just for that, don't. It's a waste of time. It's not even a highlight of this camera because it is so terrible. You can't see anything out of it. You can't do anything with it. You just have to use the LCD screen. For image stabilization, this camera works great. I can be walking around, running around, doing cool moves out in public and embarrassing myself, but the camera still keeps up. It doesn't blur anything. You don't see like a whole bunch of movement going on with the whole composure in the frame. So it keeps everything still, exceptional. It's like I have it on a tripod and it's just floating me on the cloud. The LCD screen gets pretty bright. You can change all the settings, ISO, shutter speed, f-stop, everything. You can change that. One of the things I wish this thing had was a mirrorless setting so I could switch out the lens, but this is a point and shoot. I have to live with the fact that I can't switch out the lens. I would change the screen to be touchscreen because it's not. I would make the menu a little bit easier to navigate through. If you like what I said today, if you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel please, and I'm out.